I got a belly full of bacon. I'm ready to roll.
Oh my goodness!
Let's do this.
Is everyone on keto?
I don't know if belly full of bacon just made me very uncomfortable for some reason.
Hello,
everyone. We
We
have Jonathan Franco as Cass. We have Nico Kajurusan as Okri Okerson.
That's not bad.
I've never said your name out loud before, so I took a stab.
I don't think anyone.
I've only read it.
I don't think anyone in this friend group has ever said my name out loud, and it's just still.
It's your Dwarden name.
Yeah.
But really, we're not supposed to be delving into this. Never mind. I was going to ask about your last name and get right into it, but that's fine.
No, it's cool. We got time.
Finally,
shit.
as our tree and like Sylvaneth warrior Frostglade. We have Isaac Kalen. Welcome everybody. Now, so we left off last time as Okri went sprinting into the middle of a volcano.
Wow.
So there's a couple things I'm going to do. First off, I'm just going to go through this. You're standing at the edge of the volcano's core. Beads of sweat and dew, that's being inclusive of our Sylvaneth friend, fall across your faces as you take in the immediate surroundings. The walls of the volcano are carved smooth by skilled hands over a monumental effort. At the center of the volcano lies a formerly roiling pit of lava, now cooled to form a crusty black shell with telltale cracks of the bright orange lake lying beneath its surface. Around the outer loop runs the lip of a walkway rising a mere handful of feet up from the lava's edge. Along the left wall of the volcano's core, you can hear a series of geysers releasing bursts of superheated gas and steam at various intervals. Along the right side walkway, you see a large accumulation of obsidian that comes up over across the walkway. The surface here is rocky and uneven. The stone rises up in sporadic 4 to 5 foot clumps. On the far side of the volcano, you see a masterfully crafted outcropping forged by years of experience, and at the center is a forge hewn from metals and depicting the face of some kind of Dwarden. And above all of this that's crafted inside here is a looming relief of some Dwarden deity and sculpted in a way where its face stares directly down at the entrance where you're now standing. More immediately, your attention is drawn to this volcanic creature which has just burst its way up through the lava crust. Right now it's standing, it's watching you, it's waist high amongst the tide looking down. It's made from lava itself. It looms up on a pair of 2 rear legs, covered with these ashy scales and spiked points, a pair of vicious claws at either side, and a face of reptilian savagery watches Okri as he begins to dash out from the doorway. Now, I'm going to also very quickly switch our Roll20 scenes.
No, I don't think we've done this before.
We have not done this before. Now, since we're getting into it, I figured it'd be useful to have a map. We'll break this out into zones. So you are all standing in the entrance walkway. This is, if you imagine, it's an octagonal. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks a lot like a stop sign because it's red. But you can imagine the first zone that we're going to deal with is the entrance walkway. That's the southern edge. On the left side, we'll go around clockwise, is a lava plume walkway. You see geysers spewing off. And then it continues the northwest walkway. At the very height on the northern face of this octagonal volcanic shape is the Dwarden Forge. You see smoke rising up from the forge that's there. It's covering it in a light mist. There's a northeast walkway. On the very right-hand wall is an obsidian outcropping that is very difficult to move through. You're having these clumps of everything there. And then in the middle of this is this gargantuan lava creature. So you can kind of imagine there's an outer rim broken up into zones with a center lava core. I should mention, just with the texture of the lava right now, it is like firm on the very top of it. It's just been interrupted where this thing burst out, but it is a solid surface for now.
Now, are we supposed to be seeing something?
I didn't bring you guys over. How do I bring you guys over here?
It's the little red tag. You gotta drag it over. Yeah, it's kind of dumb, right?
I was wondering, I was like, is he gonna do a masterful release, like a reveal at the end? Like,
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, but I was seeing nothing.
Oh.
But you painted such a great picture that it looks exactly like what was in my head.
I was transported.
That's great.
No offense, Dave, but this is completely not what I was imagining.
That
might be my problem.
What's this in the lower right hand? There's some folks here.
Oh, look at those.
Look at
Oh
that.
my god.
We've upgraded and we've got characters.
Oh, we aren't able to move them ourselves though, because Dave's mean that way.
Yeah, Dave.
Only I may move.
Dave is pretty controlling. He.
How do I give this to you?
So you need to go into each of the characters. Are these individual just
Controlled by all players. There we go. They're just
there you
little.
go.
They're just little pieces. They're not like
Okay, cool.
characters or anything. Controlled by all players.
I don't know about these images you chose for us, Dave. I look like I look like I have mandibles.
Yeah.
I don't think that's canon.
So yeah, Frostglade's mini on this map is actually an alien that I found, an insectile alien. I could not find any tree people. I even actually was going to go for like a tree, but there are literally no trees that I have. So
I think you can like import
man.
your own, but that's a bit of work.
Yeah, nah. And then
Indeed.
Okri is this Gimli ass looking motherfucker over here,
Holy
That's
smokes,
about right.
that's rude.
And I've got an elf.
and Cass is an elf.
Look at that. We made it back to the 3 classic archetypes of fantasy. Elf, dwarf, and alien.
Mandibles.
All right, so let's talk about the order here. The 3 players that we have, you're all initiative 5. So right now at the start of this fight, what I'd like to do is ask all of you, what order are you going to go in? And that's going to be the order for the rest of the combat.
I feel like Okri's already out there and acting, so he's number 1.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
All right, then. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Really threw him under the bus. Just a side note, we'd previously discussed, that, or at least Nico had tried to make Cass go first in this 3-man order.
She's the fastest.
All right, who's next?
Apparently
who's
not.
Next? Let's get on a good clip here, folks.
I'll go second.
Are you sure? I rolled a 5.
All right, yeah, I'll roll for that. Well, I got a 1. I'll take it. I'll take the anchor spot. I'll go last.
Okay.
All right.
And all 3 of you are going to be going before this
Hey.
magmic invocation.
Oh, he's slow and defenseless. We're fine, guys.
Well, this is probably his territory. We should probably just retreat and forego this entire encounter.
Let us know how it goes, Okri.
Yeah, so technically you guys are actually in this exterior walkway because you've not actually come in yet. Okri basically entered and the thing started.
Right.
This all started popping off, so I think it's kind of like this in terms of the order. You guys can move past each other. It's not a super tight hallway.
Cool.
Okri, what do you do?
So I see this thing appear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the size of this this magma monster thing relative to the well it's in? And is it like growing out? Is it like growing? Is it like charging up essentially? Right.
Well, you've just seen it burst out, so you're not really sure about that yet.
Okay.
But right now, you could imagine like it's kind of up to its like pelvis, like rising up out of the magma.
Yeah.
It's we're talking like 15 feet tall, from that position, like halfway.
Shoot. Okay.
And then and then it's just like it's pretty beefy and wide. It's basically like a giant dragon man, if you could imagine. No wings.
Could
though.
I do a lore check to see if what the fuck is this thing?
Sure. Do a 4. It'll be a 5-3, but you're going to have advantage to bring it down to a 4 or 3 because you successfully did your Fire Slayer check before.
Sweet.
Ooh.
What is the skill?
It'd be a Lore Mind.
Okay, cool. 5 dice. I got 2 successes.
2. Okay.
No, sorry.
So,
4-3. I got 3 successes.
Nice.
Excellent. Okay, so you know this to be a Molten Infernoth. This is a creature. It is technically unliving, bound by magic. It is summoned to life by the rune priests and rune smiths. I can't remember off the top of my head. Of the Fire Slayers.
Rune magics. Yeah.
Rune magics.
Cool.
It is something created by them as a kind of a like this vengeful guardian type spirit.
Right.
Let's see, what else can I tell you?
Is it smart?
It's very much like bestial in its like instincts.
Okay.
Animalistic, you might say?
Yes. Yeah.
You guys. And would I be able to spot any sort of glowing runes or things that might be like powering it, quote unquote? If I did, like,
do an awareness
check?
mind.
Okay.
Yeah, do an awareness mind. It is gonna be difficult because this is like. I should also mention it is very, very hot in here. This entire area is a minor hazard.
Okay.
You could imagine, depending on where you go, that might change.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So do a 5-2 awareness.
5-2. Would I be able to flip on some witch sight to try and spot some magic?
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
So 5-2.
Yeah.
And
Nico just spotting its weak spots
2 sixes.
immediately.
5-2 with...
Wow.
Okay, I was going to say with advantage because you're using your goggles.
2 sixes.
Okay,
It's
2
all
sixes.
good.
I can do a couple things for you, actually.
Okay.
So this
hit it.
thing, like, you flip it on, and it's like, you're flipping on your, like, heat vision, basically. And this thing is just, like, pure magic, right? So you're seeing this whole thing. You actually see in the center of its chest, if this whole thing is, like, bright yellow, like, heat vision map, you have, like, a white spot, roughly, like a 4x4 kind of block in the middle of it that is, like, pure white.
Okay, cool.
In terms of other magics, you do see you do notice there's a forge on the other side.
Okay.
Where that whole workstation is set up. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all you can tell.
I think that's a fair amount of info.
Out of the frying pan, am I right, boys?
Are you smiling?
no.
Are you just...
Okri runs into the room, does a bunch of checks, and makes a quip.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna relay the information and tell them this thing's bestial. It barely has a mind. It seems to have a weak spot in its chest. I don't know. Good luck.
What, you retreating?
What are you doing?
Diving headfirst into the lava.
And also, I think the forge on the other side of this of these walkways might be our ticket out of here. I don't know what to do.
All right, Okri, you got 5 seconds. What are you doing?
I'm going
you have
to
2
dash
actions.
towards the obsidian cropping.
Okay,
I'm going to start
so you're
running
gonna do
that
move
way.
action. Go in there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you get in there, do an awareness mind. Let's see. 5-2.
5-2. Unfortunately, I only got 1 success.
As you do your little sprint, you're kind of cranking your arms as you go. As this Dwarden just kind of takes off running down the walkway along the right hand side. You get into this obsidian outcropping. You kind of get the impression this is from like long term. It's been like splashing up here, cooling, and everything like that. You kind of have this whole element. You're going to receive the bonus of partial cover while you're in here. It's also difficult terrain. However, as you kind of make your way into these rocky outcroppings, you hear a sickening squelch as you step into step behind a rock, and you actually notice that you step into this webby, sickly, sticky mass, and it kind of like catches your ankle and rolls up around your thigh, and you kind of get pulled down. So you're now prone, and you hear from coming up from behind the rocks behind you.
Oh no!
And
a spider?
It's okay. It's just
Lava
it's just
rats?
It's just somebody eating chicken. It's tasty chicken. It's fine.
Give me some chicken, please.
I've just been over here roasting my chicken over the fire.
Actually, I should say you're prone and restrained.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like, for a second, I thought you were going to say you step into some lava, and I was like, cool, goodbye, foot.
We never see Okri again.
Like, well, now you're missing a foot now. Like, cool.
Well,
You've fallen into my lava trap.
that is one action, your move action. So what do you do now?
Yeah, how else can you screw up your Okri over
Yeah.
this one turn?
Somebody comes out and fucks over your credit score. No! I'm gonna try and break out of this sticky webbing trap.
Yeah.
Gross trap.
Do a might body on a 4-2.
Might body. You know how great I am at this. I'm starting to steal Isaac's material now. All right. I got 3 successes.
Okay, great.
Woo!
So you're still prone, but you managed to wrench your thick ham thighs free of this webbing, and you kind of roll over. As you do so, as you roll onto your back, the truth they say, Okri has ham thighs.
I was going to say thick thighs save lives, but okay, cool.
As you look up, you actually see these long, unlike your ham legs, long, slender, barbed legs as they clamber up over this rock, and you see what appears to be this roughly human-sized spider looking back at you.
Ah.
Its exterior is coated in these like thick obsidian spikes all around it, while its core is almost like lit with like lava, essentially. And its glowing eyes look right at you.
I think you made a
next
Do I
friend.
have time to yell out something? Look out! That's it.
Okay.
Solid, good info.
So-
Yeah, that's helpful.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay.
That's
Cass,
all
you're
I
up.
got here.
Oh no, sorry, Frosty, you're up.
Well, as soon as well, okay. First of all, do I see the spider?
Yeah, you would. It's basically
okay.
on top of a rock that is right next to Okri.
Okay, cool. That's good enough for me. Okri, what'd you do? I knock, draw, pull, and release. Maybe not even in that order. An arrow at the spider. Phew!
So now, I don't think we've really dealt with this before, but it is going to be in partial cover.
Ow!
Its defense is going to increase by 1 step. So normally it's on an average. It's going to now be on good.
Oh, that sucks because I'm only an average shot.
Okay, so you're going to be hitting on 5s.
Lame. I still shoot. Gotta protect Okri. On 5s, you say? That's 3 successes. That was a good roll.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, do you know what? In fact, that's 4 successes because I got a focus. Thanks for asking.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
The dice are hot tonight.
yeah, that's a good start.
Flamio, Hotman.
What's the total damage? Because it's success, like damage plus
Wow.
Usually a number, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
On the bow?
I'm pretty sure it's 1+. Yeah, it's 1+. 5, man. 5.
5 damage. Okay, great. So yeah, Frostglade seeing this draws back a like how long are your arrows? They're like 4 feet long or something, aren't they? Something
They're like fair-sized spears. Yeah, I'm betting
Yeah,
they're 4
Okri
feet plus. Yeah.
sized.
Awesome. So you let this fly. Okri, you see this creature basically clamber up over the rocks, look down at you. Its little mandibles splay out wide, and you see this fiery maw look down at you. And you just hear this giant thump, and this bolt comes spearing it right in its spider ass. And you see it rip open, and you see a spray of juicy flames just go spurting out along the wall. This creature retches, and it's barely clinging to life. And it narrows its eyes and looks at Okri still.
All of its eyes? Okay.
All of its 8 eyes glare in unison, in single-mindedness.
Yeah, I really want it to be dead, so that I can help protect Okri. So if I shoot again, and that's my intention regardless, do I have any time to do anything else, like switch weapons, shout anything, etc.?
Well, so shouting is a free action. You
As
still have your
always
movement.
is. Yeah.
Oh, I do still have the movement. Oh, excellent.
You do,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Also, I
use
should
the
mention
movement?
you're shooting
yep.
1-2 zones away. What's the range on your weapon? You're probably
Long.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. I also noted the ranges in the top right in case you guys need it later. All right,
Oh,
shoot
thank
again.
you.
It's going to be on 5s.
I do it. Yeah, let's do that again. This is worse. 2 successes, so 3 points. Yeah, 2 successes. That's all I got.
That'll do it. Okay, why don't you go ahead and describe it?
Okay, so it's kind of great that Okri runs out there. This creature pops up. Okri immediately falls over. A monster pops up.
Just
without
setting off all the traps.
yeah, exactly.
welcome.
Without actually calling out, Frostglade narrows his eyes and kneels down in the entranceway and takes a deep breath and just fires 2 shots in quick succession. And then, without even waiting for the to see the arrow strike home, because he's certain they did, he places the bow down beside him in the entranceway and is going to stand up and roar his challenge at the big magma creature, and also recite my clan history as a free action. Thank you for asking. If I can use my movement to put on some different gear, I would definitely do that at this stage. Is that possible? Can I grab a shield?
So I'll say you can dry up your shield as a free action. You're drawing. That's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wait, you dropped your bow?
Yep, I'm going to leave it exactly where it is for now. And and if that was a free action, I'm going to take a step forward. And I want to try to draw the attention of the lava creature so it doesn't go eat the Dwarden. I roar ant-like with all of my my Sylvaneth malice at this monster to try to get its attention.
Awesome. What I think would be fun to do, I don't have my handy reference DM screen in front of me, actually.
Uh-oh.
Because it's on the other page. Actually, I guess I could just dip across pages then.
Yeah.
Which is great.
And we won't even know.
Okay, so go ahead. Do you want to? You could do a couple of different like social kind of skills. Is kind of what I'm thinking here. Like I could see this being an intimidation. You could be doing something like intimidation, guile, even. I could even see you kind of swinging this as like a might as you power pose.
Oh, well, if you say so, Dave. That's definitely the winner. We'll go with might.
Okay.
It's weird, but yeah, that's what we're going with. Okay. I roar, smash my fist into the shield that I've just donned, and I'm trying to get this thing's attention. I don't know what it's on, but I am pretty sure that's
just
going to be
do on fours and just give me the amount of fours. Okay.
3 successes. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So as this happened, you did see this creature had its sights set squarely on this fucking Dwarden that comes like just sprinting into its chamber. And as you step up to the edge to look at it, it sets its sights on you. Cass,
Excellent.
You're up.
Well, Okri's got us over our heads again. I'm going to take a step forward, and it wasn't supposed to be too quiet. You were meant to. I'm going to go for a couple of called shots on this big lava demon. My goal, I guess, is to stun it. So that should be called shot head, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Now, what is the whole deal with called shots?
So what you're going to do is this creature's defense is going to go up by 2 steps.
Cool.
So you're going to have to actually end up dealing damage for it to work. So you'll need to go up 2 steps, end up dealing the damage, and then the effect happens.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and go for it? It is on. Its defense is great.
All right. Well, it'll go
and it's gonna
2 steps up.
It's gonna go up to extraordinary.
Okay. Well, I think I'm gonna still go for it.
What are you shooting on?
Well, it'll be 6s for sure because 2 or more steps higher is going to be 6s. So I got to hit a 6 here. I think this is our
first extraordinary in the game here.
It might be.
Yeah.
I have a ballistic skill of 2 and a body of 4, so I'm going to roll 6 die. Let's roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Take 1 away. All right. Show me 6s. Just need 1. I got exactly 1 6, although I do have 2 focus, so my 2 5s become 6s as well.
Boom!
3 5s? No, not enough. So three total successes plus 1 from the trusty pistol.
So you got 3 6s?
And I got 3 6s. Two dirty 6s and one true 6.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. It's a good thing you pulled that last one through because you notice that as your shot rings out, at the first bit of the bullet kind of like gets chewed away by its lava, and finally
its hardened exterior, perhaps.
Yeah, you kind of get see this kind of like rip a hole, and you see a spray of flames kind of flicker off and smolder. Yeah, it's been stunned.
Nice. Ooh. Is there any other threats in the room like active right now?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. Would it be safe to cross through the center of the room?
It is still very hot. You can stand on it. You can tell that it's of a thickness. It's of a thickness that you can handle.
Okay. I think there was a few different ways for you to phrase that, but all right.
Yeah.
Manageable thickness.
All right. Moving on. I'm currently just outside of this area. I think as I move in, I'm going to take some damage because the whole area is a minor hazard.
So the whole area is a minor hazard. I will say that, if you're stepping onto the lava or those geysers on the left, it's going to be going up. I'm not sure how much you'd be able to tell, but major or deadly. You'll find out as we go.
So I've taken a toughness already. Sorry, I forgot to. Hazards go through armor.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, take a damage because you started in here.
Would I be able to? I've got a metal left over and a movement action. Could I get across this whole room, or would I find myself almost getting there? Or?
Right now, you're in the. You said you moved at the start of your turn. You said you moved into the walkway, I believe.
Oh yeah, I said right? I took a step in. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your movement through to the next zone, and then you shot. So you have a medal to either move or do something else.
How far would I get if I was to move?
Moving is 1 zone.
Okay, so I
move to a neighboring zone.
Okay, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that. I'd like to just run through the center of this room. This thing looks like staggered right now, so I'm going to try to move to the far end of the room. I have a suspicion, based on Okri's findings, that this thing might be powered by some sort of magic, and I have a feeling it's in this room. So, yeah, I'm going to move right through.
Okay, so you're going to basically move into this zone of lava. I'll just describe Cass. You see this field of lava in front of you. What's going through Cass's mind?
This is probably a bad idea.
And
I got a bad feeling about this one.
For a moment, as you step off of the step onto the lava, you hear it crack lightly under your feet, and then you take another step. Is Cass wearing spurs?
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, so we're hearing spurs on. Yeah, you step onto it, and I think when you move into a hazard, you start with a hazard. I'm trying to remember.
When you move in, and the first time you move in, and if you stay there, I just read it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so you moved into a minor hazard, and you stepped into a major. I don't think it makes sense for you to take 3, so I think you're just going to take 2, because you're moving from a minor to a major. That might not be right, but that feels right to me.
All right.
Okay.
So taking 2.
Yes, why?
Instant regret, I guess. Like, I got some instant regret about this, but it seemed like the right choice at the time.
Good shot, though. Good shot. That was a good start.
Oh wait, stunned isn't what I thought it was. I don't want to move into the center anymore now that I remember the rules of the game.
Oh no. Okay, so
Whoops.
This creature can take an action or a move, but not both.
Oh.
It can't spend metal, and its speed becomes slow.
Amazing.
So that's actually pretty good.
I mean, that is pretty good.
Freaking good.
It's good for anybody not in the
Pretty
same
good.
zone as it, i.e. literally everyone but me.
Yeah.
Why did I do this again?
2 for 2, get hit by the giant monster at the end. Go 2 for 2.
Yeah. Fuck. I didn't think this through. I was just like action. But yeah, well, we'll see what sort of consequences I have to deal with.
Yeah, so I believe he can still, even though you're kind of in the same zone, he's not necessarily right next to you, but I believe he can kind of like move to be,
In close.
able to attack. Yeah.
Right?
So what he's going to do.
He's also super distracted by me, right, Dave? Like, super distracted. Like, so distracted.
So distracted until he got shot in the fucking head.
Ah, crap!
Just a minor annoyance to most lava beasts.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
Cass, I want you to make a 4-3 body reflex test.
Okay. Please don't put me into the lava, Dave. Body
It seems like it's in
reflexes.
your hands now, there, Franco.
I'm rolling 5 die, and I need 4-3. Let's see some 4s. Okay, we have 3. A 6, a 4, and a 5. And
Okay.
a 2 and a 1.
So it bellows out this, you actually hear this kind of like high-pitched like inhale, and it just spews lava pretty much all around you. And somehow, like Cass, you kind of like, shield your eyes for a moment, and you look out, and there's like this ring of hot magma or lava all around you on the surface of this that kind of like cools. But you're somehow unscathed.
There is
No.
an outline of my body behind me,
Yeah.
just by chance.
Let's see. What else? Action or movement, not both. Can't spend metal. Comes slow. Yeah.
I think that's
That's
it for
it.
it.
That is it.
Oh,
Called shots, man.
I'd rather be lucky than skilled any day.
And then we roll right back around to the order. I'm just going to cross something off the list here.
What could it be?
Hey, it's your magma monster puppeteer and aspiring volcanologist. It's Dave. Hello. Just taking a break from melting your favorite characters. Just, check in, see how you're doing. Hopefully you're doing well. So for this one, I know this is probably going to sound a little silly for anyone who's played RPGs for a long time, but we started playing with a map recently. We used to not try to use a map because there were times when we're, as an audio medium, mentioning things on the map, and that kind of got confusing if you were listening back to it. So we actually ended up not using maps for a little while. But, we realized that, as these scenes get more complicated, it really was challenging for the players to hold everything in their minds. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to have maps, lay those out, but still describe the action from away as if you can't see it. You can actually find that. This first one doesn't look very good. I apologize. But you're going to be able to find that in the show notes. It's a big red stop sign, and you can see all our little things on it. I think in the future, if people are interested in these, I might spend more time in it. This one was actually kind of whipped up last minute as they got into the fight. But yeah, if this is something that people find interesting, maybe we can do something for the community and make some more maps that would be usable. If that's something you're interested in, just let us know. Swing by the Discord. Just hop in the general chat and just let us know. Speaking of the Discord, if you want to chat, we have a really awesome community of folks at our Discord server. If you want to join us, feel free to swing by our homepage at Go Questward. And you can actually just notice the Discord link is literally in the top bar on the site. So you can check that out and join us. The next episode is coming out on February 3rd. Honestly, thank you so much for a lot of the kind words coming out. It means a lot. This is a lot of work on top of a job and DMing and coordinating and everything like that. So it really means a lot to know that, there's people that are really enjoying it. So thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. And as per usual, if you feel comfortable with it, please consider, sharing us with your fellow game nerds, dropping a review on Apple Podcasts. The more reviews we have there kind of, helps people want to take a chance on us. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's get back to roasting those PCs. And Okri's turn.
Okri,
Yeah.
quit summoning monsters, okay? That'd be great if you just
Too bad. I'm going to keep summoning more.
Okay, and also it's difficult terrain, so your speed is going to go down by 1 while you're in here.
So that means that what does that mean exactly with the zones and stuff? It takes me an action to move to a zone adjacent, or?
Is it called difficult terrain, Dave?
Yeah.
Your speed is halved in difficult terrain.
Okay.
Oh. And normal speed is apparently 30 feet, slow is 15, and fast is 60.
All right.
So here's the other thing. Creatures with a slow speed must use their move when moving anywhere within their current zone. To move to an adjacent zone, they must use the run action.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I am currently prone, so I'm going to stand up very quickly, dust myself off. And I'm going to use the run, and then I'm going to use my metal to get to the forge. But then I can't do anything. I run into the forge.
Is standing up a?
Oh yeah, until they use their move to stand up. Yeah, I'm in the conditions page.
Okay, cool. So yeah, go ahead and you move yourself. You make it to the forge.
Yeah. So it's one of those standing up and starting to run at the same time, and just kind of going from the weird four-legged run to just standing up fully and just oh god.
Oh yeah, well we all know that dwarves are natural sprinters.
Exactly. Very deadly over short distances. We got one. We got one in so far. Actually, we got 2 because I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
We're doing great. We're 2 for 2. So I guess I just I burst into the forge and I take a look around and I just take stock of what's here.
Sure.
I'm looking for dials. I'm looking for levers. I'm looking for runes.
Okay.
I'm looking for gold, actually, too, to be quite honest.
Oh, as long as you have your Dwarden priorities in play. Go ahead and do a mind awareness on a 4-2.
Oh, dice are hot. Hot. I have 3 successes.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, you see this, well-crafted, bronzen forge. It is kind of, it's kind of shaped almost like I don't know how to describe this, but it has this kind of rounded shape at the top, which comes down. It's like this open face of a dwarf that's kind of carved. Mm-hmm. It's kind of similar to the gate that you guys have seen before. However, inside is this bright, hot forge. Right, it's almost impossible to look at without hurting your eyes. Although your lenses should be fine. All around you are your bullshit lenses.
That's what I was thinking.
All around you in the forge, it's not a covered or anything like that. It is open to the rest of it. It's kind of got all these sorts of big old anvils. Anvils the size of your chest. Tools kind of strewn about. You see on this platform bits of Ignis Jade that have been strewn about. They're almost like shards that have been scattered across this. You also notice another Dwarden who's been sliced in half, towards the back of the forge. Sliced clean in half. in twain.
No.
You see that there's almost like a treasure chest that has been like forced open. You notice it's not Fire Slayer in aesthetic or origin, but it's been forced open. It's left here. Nothing's inside it at all. And that's pretty much. But in terms of looking for like levers, mechanical bits, stuff like that, the forge is in front of you. It has its own kind of like bellows and stuff there. But yeah, there's nothing so mechanical as to be like turn off magma. Turn off.
There's no turn off lever. Yeah.
Oh, here's the on-off switch for the big baddie.
Perfect. Beep. Is the forge? Is it emanating magic?
Oh hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Thank you. That is my turn.
Cool. That's Okri's turn. Frosty, what's going on?
So Cass runs past Frostglade right after he got the thing's attention, and he just watches her get covered in magma and then somehow survive. He almost takes a step out into the red zone, feels the heat and goes, ooh.
Yeah. Cass turns back to him and she like puts her hands up and she's like, I've made a mistake. I suggest you stay off of this area.
Okay. So instead of that, I would really like to get this thing's attention if I can, because I want it paying attention to me. So can I repeat the previous action by slamming my newfound sword into my newfound shield and making a lot of noise, and of course rolling a might check, Mr. DM?
I think this time I want an intimidate.
Oh, yeah. I knew it, man. All right, fine, that's fair.
It needs to see you as like the biggest threat right now. Yeah,
that's fair.
I guess
I'm going to roll some dice now.
Okay, it's going to be on a 5-2.
Okay.
Remember, you can use your metal. Well, he rolled.
Oh,
remember you can. Oh no,
that's a bummer. I've only got one success there. What could I use my medal for?
So you can double your training before you roll, or you can double your focus after your roll has been done.
Okay, neither of those are useful in this situation.
That's what I figured. That's why I said.
All good. Good to know to keep that in mind. Okay, so Frostglade makes a racket, smashing, making noise, smashing this sword into his shield. The thing doesn't seem to pay him any mind. Frostglade is going to run over towards the lava plume walkway, which currently looks. Oh wait, there's a note there. Major hazard. So maybe I actually don't want to go there after all.
This start of this turn, Okri, remember to take a damage. Frostglade, take a damage.
Oh yeah, right. Thank you.
Yep, I got it. So this is bad timing, but is there any way for me to delay at this point to wait for Cass?
Yes, yeah, you totally can.
Oh, rad.
That's an action.
Okay.
Yep.
Frostglade delays, and as he does so, he calls out. We can't see Okri anymore, right? Like he's entered
just to back up, just because I want to try and use the right terms. React. Prepare yourself to act when a specific event happens. If the trigger for your reaction doesn't happen, you can choose to proceed to the next round without taking action, or you can take a different action but act last. So that's the one we're going to use. Yeah.
Sounds really good. Okay, yep, sounds really good. So I'll choose to react. Should this thing come within melee, or should it move to attack Cass? I might want to jump in. I'll just jump in last and react at that point anyway, so I guess that's fine. But I will call out to Cass at this point. Wow, it's tough to yell as Frostglade, let me tell you. But I imagine it's really quite noisy in here and all the rest. So, Cass, come back! Okri's gone!
Frostglade
like
doesn't have object permanence.
No. He's
gone. He's dead.
Yeah, I'll actually mention that neither of you can see Okri from this angle because the forge is like quite large and he's disappeared behind it, presumably dead.
Or he just winked out of existence, as far as I'm concerned. I react at a future time after calling out to Cass.
What's the condition you're reacting to?
Okay. That is only fair that it would be just one. Do you know what? I'll basically just intend to go last.
Sure.
I'll delay until then. Yeah.
Sure. All right, Cass.
I'm halfway there. Ain't no stopping me now.
But the creature.
Ain't no point in stopping halfway. I'm gonna finish what I started here, and Cass is gonna move past the whole thing. She's gonna try to get across to the Dwarden Forge.
Okay, awesome. So as you're going, I want to do a check.
Oh, also damage.
Yeah, you're going to take 2.
Hey.
You guys are just going to take environmental damage, as this thing's not going to do a damn thing.
I love it. We're going to die because of the forge.
So do an athletics body check.
Okay.
On a 4-3
Oh.
as you're crossing this.
Oh, man, why did I do this?
You know, this is going to be a weird one, but I'm picturing like the Cave of Wonders from Aladdin after the monkey angers it. It's just like lava shooting down. And it's just going to be like Cass running on like rocks.
Okay.
I'm picturing the Moonstone Path from the Dragon Prince. Please don't die.
I rolled 5, and I got a 5 and a 4, so that's 2 successes.
Okay, Cass, as you're sprinting across this cracking, shifting plate of cooled lava, you're kind of running, and what happens is your spurs, your damn spurs.
Why would I wear these off of my horse?
They catch on a crack in this, and you can make a choice.
Okay.
You can keep going but take some damage,
Mhm.
or you can get stuck.
Oh, I'm
do you
going to
wanna
keep
do?
going but take some damage. I don't want to be here anymore.
Okay, sounds good. So you're gonna take 2 hazard damage as your boot basically like breaches the lava for just a second, and you feel a splash up your calf.
Oh, hot.
But you know, it's just hot water. Fantasy lava is just hot water.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I got tough skin.
All right, that's your movement. So you're making it to which part are you going to go to here? Which zone?
For posterity, I have 4 toughness left, and I'm going to make it to the Dwarden Forge. Meet up with Okri.
Ermagerd, Dwarden Forge. Okay. So dumb. That's just your move. What else are you going to do?
Fantastic. So I guess I see what Okri saw, and just a quick reminder: there's some tools here. Is there like any kind of like I don't know? Actually, I'll just say hi to Okri.
Oh,
Okri,
hi.
Okri, what'd you find over here? Anything that could
Did you
take
run
care
on
of
the
this?
lava?
I might have taken a splash or two, and she like looks down at her like I see charred pants.
Guys, the hell did you do that for? There's walkways.
Well, one of them seemed to be immediately on fire, and the other one you took seemed to be filled with the spider critters. So
I don't know. It died. I don't know what it got hit by some sort of arbalest or something.
Yes,
Nice.
Frostglade took a shot.
Yeah, where is he? Is he dead?
I believe he's fine.
All right,
He's a
this
tree.
conversation's more than 6 seconds. What are you guys doing?
Tell me
Hey
about
guys, what are you talking about?
Jade, the forge is magic. I believe it might be connected to the thing. There was a chest.
Cut. That's the end of this.
Yeah.
We got to keep moving this combat.
All right.
like it.
Is there something? I heard the forge is magic. Something on the forge there?
There's no like implements being kind of shoved into it or anything like that. It's just like on active. That's pretty much it.
Roger. Nothing pops out to me immediately. This requires further investigation, which we can do at a later time. I'll turn around and try another cold shock, because that thing seems pretty powerful.
Sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I take another shot at this thing's head. I think it's a medium range.
Yeah, you're medium range.
Cool. And my pistol is a medium range weapon. So rolling 6 dice. Show me 6s. Ooh, baby. Okay, we got. I got the 2 focus, so we can do 4 successes.
4 successes. Okay. Yeah. So you basically shoot this thing, and like I think he kind of is regarding Frostglade for like a half second, and then it shifts back to look at you, and you just rip another bullet, like rips through its head, And like it's kind of I'm picturing like the T-1000 where you shoot a shot through it, and you can see through it for just a second, and then it like heals back up, and it just lets out this massive bubbly roar.
Eat lead, hothead.
Ugh.
Boom. Oh, dropped a good one-liner there.
I was going to say, Cass, it's made of molten rock. Why are you shooting lead at it? You're making us bigger.
I'll hold on to my metal, even though it would come back normally. I think I'm good.
Okay,
Pass.
you can use it as a reaction as well.
Sure, I'll react to this thing. If it gets close, I shoot at it more, like for damage, not for cold shot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you're going to use your metal to do the react action.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Hey.
I know that I know I could just use it to shoot it right now, but I don't know. This feels better.
More fun.
Yeah.
Sure. So if it moves towards you, you're going to shoot.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Frosty. Oh no, so you're actually Frosty's going all the way last.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens now. So he can only move or act, and he can't use metal because he is stunned.
I believe his move is slow as well.
Yeah, you're right. 1 second, I need to check something.
And by the rules that we discussed prior, if he wants to move to another zone, he has to run. And he doesn't have legs, so he can't run.
And he can't use metal.
Oh, he has legs.
Oh,
He does have
We
legs.
just can't see
Yeah.
them.
He's just swimming. It's just like little stubby legs under the lava, just doggy swimming.
I would think
So
it's good based on that.
here's
yeah.
something I just learned.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
This creature is enormous.
Oh.
That's its classification tag.
Uh-oh.
There's something interesting that happens with enormous critters.
Uh-oh.
Technically, it occupies an entire zone.
Okay.
Enemy creatures cannot end their turn in the same zone as this creature unless mounted on it or climbing atop it. We'll hand wave that. That's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. Thematically, it makes more sense than the rule, so that's all good. Now, the other thing that's interesting is enormous creatures can make melee attacks into adjacent zones, and
Ow.
creatures in adjacent zones can make melee attacks against the creature.
Okay.
Just
So
pull this out of your
Frostglade
ass
coming
now.
up, you're going to be able to slash at this thing. We'll describe that in fiction how that works logistically because I know how that would work. But
Cool.
it was just struck twice by Cassandra, and it is going to lay it on attack. And I also realized throughout this entire thing, I had a bunch of stuff in my dice tray that I've not yet moved, meaning this is the DM's first roll of the entire session.
Uh-oh.
Cassandra, what is your defense?
Now, before I tell you that, what does Lightly Obscured do for my defense? Also, how badly am I going to die?
So, we'll get to that part. But actually, the difficulty of mind awareness tests that rely on sight are increased by 1, and opposed mind awareness tests are made at disadvantage. Any creature making an opposed test to see a creature in the zone has disadvantage. So it's not enough to affect your attack. It's not like it's cover.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, your awareness test would have been harder, but that's whatever. If it's obscured heavily, then it's actually pretty significant. So, what's your defense, Cassandra?
It is good. Oh my god. Just
Hang
like
on.
listening to that shit, like so many goddamn dice in there.
Just hearing that.
It's like a mountain. There's like 40 dice in his hands.
You just got gravel in your cup or something? Like,
Actually, there's so many I have to separate them.
Yes. Yes, and he misses them all. Fantastic.
woo.
Okay, so he's going to get 5 hits
Okay.
plus 2,
Okay.
and that is going to be penetrating damage.
Motherfucker.
Oh,
Um,
fudge.
So penetrating damage is going to ignore 1 point of your armor.
Okay. Well, I've only got 1 armor, so let's just pretend that doesn't exist for a bit.
Okay, so he's going to deal 7 damage to you.
Now, as he comes towards me, I'm shooting at him, right?
You said move. He didn't move.
Womp womp.
Come on. Now,
Okay.
to be fair, we
Okay.
didn't know he was
To be
enormous
fair, we didn't
before
know the
that.
enormous. That's fair.
Now,
Yeah,
come on.
go ahead and make your shot. Go ahead and make your shot.
I was gonna
All
say
right, the
you
last-
fucking.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cast, look out! It's huge now!
Oh my god! It's gotten
Suddenly-
bigger.
Suddenly it's bigger. I can see it.
In fiction, I can kind of see that because it's like gathering more lava and it's getting bigger.
That
and
is
bigger.
actually
for
exactly
sure.
what's happening. It's building itself up. You actually notice that as you have been blinding and stunning this thing,
Mhm.
it's like its interior side, like it kind of grew from like yellow into like white, where it's like got this like hard ashy black exterior, but its inside is like just fuming with rage. Go ahead and do your shot.
All right. I rolled. What am I hitting on? I've got good.
So you're just doing it is on
accuracy.
great.
Okay.
So
so
it's 1 step higher, so you're on 5s.
5s. All right, looks like I got two success.
I think what happens is you peek around like the side of the forge and you like drop your revolver, and you just immediately like you don't see it for a second, and then you actually are amazed as this thing actually like rises up out of the lava right in front of you, and it reaches back with a magmic hand. You fire off your shot, it rips through the hand, but it has no effect, and it slams down on you, and you feel this like searing pain as this giant paw of I use paw too much. This giant claw of white hot lava splashes over you. Is that going to do a wound?
Now, just to be clear, I did 3 damage, and if that's not enough to do any damage,
oh, you did
that's
3.
fine.
I heard you say 2.
2 successes.
You do a damage. Yeah.
Okay, so I do tick a little bit. But yeah, let's talk wounds. Let's talk wounds.
Let's talk wounds.
Where are we at since Cass got a rest?
You would be fresh.
Like no wounds?
You mean like your wounds?
Because I've got some serious wounds from a little while ago, and I'm wondering how they're faring. My ribs are still a bit sore, if you know what I mean.
So it's been about a week. So let's talk. I think recovery time wise, you're okay. Yeah, because you guys had that week off as you did your endeavors. Okay. So at this point, you'd be healed,
hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been drinking Okra like it's going out of style. If that's the case, then I have some wounds to spend.
Okay. So I think you said you had 4 toughness left?
I have 4 toughness left currently, and I'm about to take some damage here, which I think is 5?
It was 7 total.
7 total? Okay. Yeah. And that'll go 3, so it'll go 3 over my toughness.
Yeah.
So that would be a serious wound. It takes up 2 spaces on the wound track. If it goes 2 to 4 damage past your toughness. Wait.
It went 3 damage past my toughness.
Yeah, so if it goes between 2 to 4, it's a serious wound, and it takes up 2 spots. And I guess that'd be like 3rd-degree burns, like just burns.
Yeah,
would be like the name
pretty
of
much.
It. Yeah.
You just get slapped with this wall of lava, and your skin just boils.
I got a few blisters
across your gun arm and your like shoulder and chest, and you fall back. You actually see Cass. Okri, you look over to see Cass like patting out the flames as she kind of lights. I think there's like some holes kind of like in your clothing. You fortunately had your poncho, which might have taken a bit of the edge off. But
Cass looks at Okri and she's like, "Why does this always happen to me?"
I was about to say, I can't keep doing this. The emotional toll.
Yeah, and Frostglade, you're going to finish off this turn.
Yeah, sounds really good. I haven't used a metal, so I guess I'll just use my metal now to attack. And I'd like to use my Rending Blow talent. So basically, I make an attack as normal, but I can choose to deal permanent damage to its armor based on my might.
Cool.
Or based on the focus of my might. Anyway, so I've got to make the attack to begin with. So I'll roll some dice, and then I hope that I hit. He's on great, I'm on good, so 5s, yeah.
Okay, yep.
1, 2, just 2 successes. So that would be 3 points of damage normally. Is that enough to harm him? Oh, wait.
3.
I don't think I care about that, because I'm not actually dealing damage. I do have to succeed on the attack, though, I assume. So I want to permanently damage its armor. So I can choose to sunder the target's armor instead of dealing damage, which is what I'll do. And that's when I make a melee attack, which is what I'm doing. The armor is reduced by my successes on the attack, up to a maximum of 1 plus your focus and might. That's it. Okay, great. So it does matter how many successes I get. And this is going to work out really nicely. I got 3 successes, and I've got 2 focus and might. And plus 1 is 3, so I'm going to deal 3 points of permanent damage to this thing's armor.
Nice. Okay,
that's pretty handy.
Can I describe it?
Go for it.
Before you do that, tell me, is this a talent you've got?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a Rending Blow, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Nice. Yeah. Okay, so Frostglade, he's got his shield in his one hand. This new sword that he found, it's just a one-hander. It's a little small for him and not quite as ugly as he'd like, but it'll do the trick. So this thing's gigantic now and continuing to like fill this space more and more. So I'm going to assume that some parts of it are are semi-solid. So Frostglade is going to use the sword kind of like a pick and sort of climb up this thing so it can get to closer to the thing's face. And then, the thing's almost certainly going to notice him. They're going to be pawing at each other.
I love it. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Eventually, Frostglade's going to find purchase, jam the sword in, and then let go and slug the creature in the face, not to deal damage, but just to push it away. And then he's going to grab the sword and wrench it sideways and jump backwards and fall back to where he was before, hopefully ripping apart chunks of its actual form. And pulling away the armor. 3 points.
That's amazing. Yeah, so
That's awesome.
these chunks on it that were like this cooled kind of like almost chitinous lava chunks are gone, and you just see almost this like far more like pure flame like creature just howl out in pain as he crawls up. Frostglade, I want you to do an awareness mind check.
Oh, I'm pretty good at those. I'm used to saying, I'm so good at that, and it's always bullshit. I'm actually okay at these.
It's going to be 6-1.
Okay, yeah, I got a good shot here. There's 1-6. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So as you're making your way up and you're slashing and hacking at this things, you actually notice a scar on its back along the back left of its ribs. That kind of it's kind of hard to describe almost, but you could almost imagine I'm kind of picturing like Jupiter's spot.
Oh.
You see for a split second as these chunks of lava flay off of it, the chest of a humanoid inside of it.